This meeting is being recorded.
All right, good morning, everybody. I guess I'm gonna lead the meeting today because Ed Fusco has COVID, so he's home recuperating from that. John, did you have a chance to review the minutes from last meeting?
I did, and I'll make a motion to accept them.
Okay. I do as well, so I guess all in favor, aye.
Yep, aye.
Okay, we have Janita here, I believe. Janita, do you want to do the, I see you sent a investigation report in.
Yep. Madam Chairman, it's very easy and simple. For the 2-month period of time from March 31st to April 30th, the investigations received 1 new complaint for flat glass. And during that time frame, we did not close any of the existing files.
Okay. All right, so any questions, John?
No, not on that. Thank you.
Okay. Joe, any concerns or questions?
No, I know. I think the one complaint must have been the one that I put in a while back.
Mr. Fazino,
Yes,
we can't discuss that.
I was just making a,
Yeah, no, you could call me.
thank you. I will.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, I guess if and nothing more on investigations, we can send Janita adieu. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Janita.
Thank you all. And
Yeah.
you all have a good holiday too.
No, you
Yeah,
too. Right, Memorial Day.
Thank you.
Good for you. Thank you.
Comments or concerns of any person present today? Joe?
Only the comment is, I think I put an application. I believe they're sending my application to sit on the board. I do have my FG1 license as of now, so I'm hoping that they consider me for a spot.
Oh, okay, good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Um,
above our pay grade.
I know. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, that's good, good. Yeah, because we need to get some more
Yeah.
people on here for sure. Okay, what else do we have here? Old business, continued discussion regarding proposed regulation pertaining to definition of laser work. I'm not sure where we're at with that, but I've not heard. The session, I believe, is ended now, so I guess we'll pick that up in the fall.
So I have a question that I'm running into, and maybe just a clarification. We're trying to hire and in a few of our stores, and we're running across people with some of the people, like trainees, are either coming from an auto body school or have worked in an auto body. And I know that, you know, auto bodies are allowed to install auto glass under their kind of umbrella. So can we give these people any time off for the experience? I know that we, you know, if you're an outside person and you're coming in, but, you know, if somebody's worked 2 years or gone through 4 years at an automotive school, specifically auto body, I feel that should go towards the on-the-job training aspect of it. Does anybody have any input in that? Or Richard, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Are they doing any glass install during their training program that they're doing?
Well, they say they are. And
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if I got a job and I work whatever, 2 years, 5 years, 1 year in an auto body, I'm allowed to do glass, according to the law. And this, and so I'm just wondering if, how does that play out if somebody decides to switch careers and go fully into the auto glass aspect? And the same with, if they're doing 4 years of automotive at whatever, Grasso Tech or one of these other ones that are out there, Eli, Prince Tech. I mean, I just feel it. I don't know. I'm looking for a clarification, but in my eyes, that should go towards, some, if not all.
For that 1 year of OJT, you mean?
Correct. Yeah, that we have a 1 year on the job, and we don't have the 144 anyway. I mean, I don't know what it comes up to with the new test, but if memory serves me right, from 20 years ago, we could only scrounge up about 40, 45 hours of auto glass.
Oh, for the book stuff you're talking about, for the
Yeah,
classroom.
for the class time. So now you got
Mhm.
somebody that comes out of 4 years of auto body, or comes out of, I mean, I feel, and this is just the best people that we get, employees, if they have some sort of automotive experience, whether it is working at a place or going to school, we found that these kids, or men or women, whatever, they come out of that environment and they're so much easier to train and get up and running, that I found that, we can have them, trust them doing, vehicles in 6 months. Whereas if we hire somebody from outside the trade or doesn't have any kind of automotive background, sometimes that does take, a couple years, a year to 2 years before we kind of, really trust them, because they have the basics down when they come out of these schools. We've had a lot of good luck with them, and again with the body, even people coming from other automotive aspects. There's a huge difference.
It makes sense. They're mechanically savvy.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to tell them this is a flathead screwdriver versus whatever. I mean, if they can do brakes or tear a motor down or put a fender on and paint it.
Right, but they also have to know how to take apart.
I feel it's pretty easy, and especially when it comes to the auto body part of it, because I mean, it really is the auto body people look at it as just another panel. I'm not trying to speak for them, but you know what I mean? To them, I've heard, a fender, a windshield, very similar, obviously, so they come out with a wealth of knowledge. It's like, no, you got to wait a year and go through a year of on the job training and pass a test. I mean, I almost feel like if you can pass the test, I wouldn't do it day one.
It sounds to me like that would be a Department of Labor. When you hire, you still have to bring them in as an apprentice. It would just be a matter of if you can count their previous experience for hours, and then just have them do the classroom related stuff, and then they take the test. That's what it sounds like you're asking.
I mean, but we don't ask the Department of Labor when somebody comes from, California, and we say, hey, this guy's got this experience in the glass business. Can we sit for the test? We always go around the Department of Labor, and I'm almost, I'm feeling it's kind of a very similar situation, that, just because the person has lived in Connecticut all their life, but why do we have to go to the DOL to say, hey, can you, not put them through? Can I not make them an apprentice?
Well, isn't that something the employer does, where they're taking an employee and then you're looking at their hours as the employer, because you're the one that's kind of on an honor system, right? In that sense, from the employer.
No, I mean, I've always said, like, I haven't really had too many people come from out of state, but remember, we used to approve, the guys from on both sides, Glazers. I remember there was a big company out of like Rhode Island, and they would come in with 3 or 4 or 5 Glazers at a time and be like, and we'd be pushing them through and not making them do the 3 years, because I guess they're working at the casino. I've seen it not as much obviously, but with the automotive side where, the guy was doing auto glass and whatever, New York. And they were like, yeah, no problem. You can just sit for the test and we'll kind of waive it. I haven't seen many of those come through our board, but I think at one time I was told that it's being waived, at DCP, a lot of them now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if a person has other experience, even if it's auto body shop experience or whatever, then they should submit an application earlier if they feel they're competent enough, with a supporting letter from their employer. I mean,
Okay.
it's at the time of application that we consider equivalent experience and training. And if they've shown proof of some type of school-related instruction or whatever, and some, AG2 hands-on experience working for a licensed person and it's been 6 months, then I think they should just maybe apply early. The application fee is valid for a year. So, they should be, it probably would be considered by this board,
But here's where it gets a little dicey. So let's say I pull somebody out of today, somebody graduates from the auto body and I hire him or her. If I'm supposed to, their 1 year does not start until they get their apprenticeship card. So do I not give them? So if I get the apprenticeship card for this person, I know DOLs, if I go back and I go, well, he or she is ready now. And they say, well, but they haven't hit the 6 months. They haven't hit the 1 year, the 12 months. So they won't notify Department of Consumer Protection until I can prove to them that they have done 12 months under, somebody. But if I hold off, because I say, all right, this person just came from Bob's Body Shop, if I hold off for 6 months and then they were rejected, I have to then go to the DOL, and now they have to be in the trade for 1.5 years.
On our website, when you had said dealers, repairs, and salvage vehicles, we require licensure. So I don't, so they wouldn't be under a licensed person, I don't think. Are you still there? Or did I get cut off?
I'll be
Richard,
back
can you
in,
hear me?
I'll be back
Yeah,
in give me 1 second.
Yeah. So you require the shop to be like if I'm an auto body, they get licensed through the motor vehicle. But I don't believe the technician gets a license. It's the motor vehicle.
Well, that's what we have on our website. We already went through this once before with the guy from Motor Vehicle Department. And that's
What
why
was the outcome?
that's why it's posted on our website. Hang on 1 second. I'll see if I can send it to everybody. It's right on our website under the Glacier licensing.
Oh.
Hang on. It's in a Word document for some reason. I don't know why. Share. There, I just sent it. It says if a new or used car dealer installs windshields in some of its used vehicles that are offered for sale, an AG1 licensee with employees that hold an AG2 license is required. And likewise for a repair shop.
But what about auto body?
But the glass portion has to be done by licensed persons. So if you want
Even in the
consideration,
auto
if you want,
body?
you could still consider the auto body type work, not the glass part, as towards, you know, their on-the-job training if you choose to do so. There are times when those persons, you know, their skill set is, like you said, is very similar to changing the windshield, you know? So, or at least or at least a portion of it. So, and I think those people, again, that maybe after 6 months working for a licensed AG1, and if the AG1 sends in a supporting letter saying, look, this individual previously came from a full-time trade school in the automotive department, or they were previously working for a dealer or a repairer of motor vehicles and has, you know, all the necessary basic skills, that you think that time should be credited towards the on-the-job training of the 1 year.
Okay, do we still sign them up with the apprentice and then go at it at 6 months?
That's what I would do.
Okay,
And I
can
think
you send,
I think a conversation should be had with the apprentice training rep, you know, to say, you know, where you would say, I, as the employer, this person is coming with previous skills, and I'd like to have them considered for 6 months of on-the-job training. And they may agree with you right up front and say, all right, we'll start them up with, you know, 1,000 hours of experience. And as he gets caught up on any education that's related and works for you as a registered apprentice for the remaining 1,000 hours, that they will sign him off as a actual apprentice completion.
I like that, thank you. Do you,
Yeah.
I didn't get that email.
Yeah, I sent it.
Did you send it to the John Wisniewski 247 Gmail?
Yeah, let me
It
check
looks
the work. Did anybody else get it just now? I sent it to 247@gmail.com.
I got,
I got it. Yep.
I'll check my spam.
so the body shops are supposed to be calling an AG 1-2 company to do it. You're
Right.
saying.
And John, what I sent was just saying, if they're going to offer automotive glass replacement, then they still have to have AG1 and AG2. That's what I sent. So.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I know that there was a complaint, and somebody called me about that, and I was under the assumption, I'm wrong, that auto body were allowed to do auto glass.
Yeah,
So,
we had gone through this with a guy named, from Department of Motor Vehicle, a guy named Kelke. Do you remember that name? And I have to go on, I can get into my documents, but I have to turn on the VPN, and when it does that, it shuts off this Teams. So I'll try to find it, but there was a guy named Kelke who retired from motor vehicle, but years ago this was hashed out. And they had to be licensed if they're actually installing the windshield.
oh, okay.
Because I
Learn
don't
something
think,
new every.
yeah, there's no exemption in the licensing law for exemption for dealers, repairers of salvage vehicles. I don't know if let me see here. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's computer setting now.
You know what? You know what it was, and thank you for the clarification. If you could forward that too, that'd be great. But I know in Rhode Island, the glass people are under auto body, and that's probably where I got a little confused, because auto body in Rhode Island is allowed to do everything.
Right, but we don't have. I mean, Paul can check, our attorney, but there's no exemption for people that are licensed by the motor vehicle, and that's really just an establishment license. It's not a competency license in Connecticut.
So what about dealerships?
Yeah, those aren't competency licenses. It's just a dealership license. So,
So if
whereas
even a Mercedes dealer has to hire a glass guy?
if they're gonna change, yeah, if they're gonna change the windshield or replace it for whatever reason. And that's the document I sent to you that was hashed out years ago.
You sent that now? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll try to see if I have the old document from that Telke guy. I mean, it goes back 20 years or whatever it is, but whenever the law passed is when it came to a head. They said, well, there's no provisions in chapter 393 to exempt persons that hold a dealer's or repairer's license with Department of Motor Vehicle.
What was his name, Richard?
I think it was Telke, Telke. But I can't, unfortunately, the way these systems work here, I can try to get onto VPN, but
Oh, yeah, you know what? I do see it.
I won't have a voice for a while, but log on. Hang on. I'll try to log in now if you want me to.
Yeah, I have the copy of the letter here from from my emails, February 14th, 2005.
Yeah,
It was to Telke. Yep. He was the division chief or something of Department of Vehicles.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, the whole letter here about it that you sent. Yep, you're right. I can forward that to you, John, if you want, to everybody, if you want.
That'd
maybe
be great.
maybe
That'd
you
be
can
great.
if you can forward it to everybody, that way Paul will get it to her new attorney and Janita will have it, etc. I don't know if that's the most current one, but and I remember
Oh, that
having,
one. All right, so that email that you just sent, I'll hit reply all to that and attach it.
yeah, please.
Okay. I just sent it. Yeah, I did. I do see that because I had actually forwarded that myself to somebody a long time ago, back in 2014, because it came up. Another auto glass company was asking me about how to handle glass at the dealer. Yeah, you sent it to us again in 2013. So it's circled around a few times.
I didn't get your email, but for some reason.
Yeah, then you sent it again in 2018, it came up. All right, you should have it now. I just refreshed. Did you get it, John?
Looking, let's see, Richard, Jen, you sent me the motor vehicle thing,
Mhm.
and Richard, I think I just got yours, Glazer Automotive. Yep, they both, wow, that took a while. Thank you.
Okay.
Richard, could you forward those to me? I don't think I got any of those, but I saw the one that's posted on our website, but I would like the DMV one as well.
Oh, yeah, I don't see Paul's email on here. Did you get it, Richard?
Oh, did we lose them?
Maybe.
He said he would lose his audio for a bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my audio for a minute there. Jen, I didn't get your email yet, but
No,
no.
I did a
you get it,
reply.
Paul?
I did a reply all to the one that you sent. The document.
All right,
Wait.
Jennifer, this is Janita. I didn't get your emails either.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna do a the Zoom one that she sent out. I'm gonna reply all to that one and see if it goes to there.
I got one at 9:29 with an attachment that says Glass Motor Vehicle Department Telke.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. Everybody's name is on it, so maybe that's just taking a few minutes.
Hmm. Right. Close that by app. Where did it go? The agenda. Hold on. Pull it back up. All right, next we have the raised House Bill 5141. I believe that is just reminding us that it was passed to correct some of the issues with emergency work and contracts.
Right.
Well, that was
I
what it.
don't know how it's worded. I never got a copy of it, but
Yeah, it did pass. I'm not sure if it's been signed by the governor or not. But what I can do, I was gonna, get a copy for myself. I can email it to you guys after the meeting.
Yeah, once you
So that
know.
you're aware of the changes, yeah.
Yeah, if you could do that. New business, we had Ed and I reviewed one application. I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago now. And we sent it back for more information / he needed to do the apprenticeship program because the information that we received was not enough to warrant him sitting for the test. I think his name was Sarsnecki was the last name, William Sarsnecki. He had been in the union. He registered for the union. He only went to one class and then dropped back in 2001, I believe, and then was doing other things and then back. So we sent it back to, he needs to have some more information or more training. So that was the only one that we had on that.
He did reach out afterwards, and he's looking into the training and what he needs to do, so.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Anything, let's see, where else are we here? New business. I did that. Anything, any comments or concerns of anybody present today?
This is Paul. No comments or concerns really. I just want to introduce a new staff paralegal that we have in the legal department. She's on today, Shamika Gross.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Denise.
So you
Good
may hear
morning.
from her occasionally, but we're glad to have the extra help. And yeah, I'm sure you'll be in touch with her at some point.
Yes. Oh, and I didn't receive any of those emails about the motor vehicle issue.
I
you
can
guys were
forward those to you,
discussing.
Shamika. I'll forward.
Okay.
I got some from Karen, so I'll forward you what we have.
Okay, thanks.
I'll add you to the email chain going forward for all the boards.
Okay, thank you.
You might regret that, but I will.
On DCP website, under the glass license types application, there's the document's also there.
Okay,
But the original with who it was sent to, the motor vehicle department, Keith, that's what Jennifer had sent out. And I found a copy in my documents and I sent it to Paul, so he has the 2006 original. So,
okay.
but anyway, getting back to that, John, I don't see any reason why the board couldn't consider, if the labor department doesn't want to consider some of the previous hands-on skills when they register a person up front, then I guess when the person applies before this board, the board can certainly consider it and let the person take the exam short of the 2,000 hours based upon the previous on-the-job training.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. When we sign somebody up, I'll sign them up for the apprenticeship, ask them. But if 6 months come along and we feel that, they're ready, I guess we'll just send in an application as well with it again.
And I would think I would talk to Todd Birch or whoever your apprentice training rep is.
Larry.
It'd be cleaner if they got the little bit of credit up front when you do the apprenticeship agreement, and then it's done and over with, and and
Yeah,
then
no, absolutely.
Then they actually get an apprenticeship completion letter, and they when they submit it with an application, it gets automatically approved. So, and there's no hassle. So,
Yeah, no interdepartmental questions. All right, no, I appreciate the clarification. Thank you.
All right. Guess if there's no further comments, we can make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make it.
Okay.
Everybody have a wonderful long weekend, by the way.
You too. Oh, Carl just texted me back to say that he had a emergency this morning. Everything's okay, but he's not able to log in. So.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you,
take
everyone.
care.
Thank you, guys. Nice talking to
Bye.
everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good week.